Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video. I'm going to talk about Hasbro and their new strategy, which feels like they're kind of giving up again on being a toy company, on making things themselves. They have a new strategy called Playing to Win. Play focused and partner scaled. Right? They're going to be doing more partnerships. And again, this is, I believe, a precursor to them just deciding they're going to nope out of the toy business altogether and just license everything out. Can't blame them. I mean, have you been to Ollie's lately? It's all Hasbro crap, right? They overproduce this stuff. The quality is not there like it used to be. I mean, look at this fabulous Marvel Legends Reed Richards. I think this is real. Some people say it wasn't real. Other people say it is real. This is the official Reed Richards figure from Fantastic Four, coming to Ollie's soon, I'm sure. This is probably why they hit him in the trailer. So we're going to talk about this, kind of the utter state of Hasbro. Again, it is supposed to be the world's biggest toy company, but they don't seem like they want to make toys anymore. And honestly, given the way that things have been going for them in the last 4 or 5 years, it might be a good thing that they don't. So let's talk about Hasbro giving up. So before you get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Let's go out to this here. Now, people said that Hasbro stock actually went up when Chris Cox made this announcement. It's actually going down now. So he made this play announcement. Let's see here, 61. Okay, because he talked about how much money they're saving. Now it's starting to go down. I think it's starting to sink in, right? And let's see, CNBC is talking about how they're taking steps to offset the China tariff effect. So let's take a look at that one too. Yeah, so it said Hasbro's on track to cut the volume of U.S. toys and games that originate from China from 50% to less than 40% over the next 2 years. Hasbro does not source from Canada and has minimal imports from Mexico. Really, it's a China story for us. Hasbro CEO Chris Cox said in the call that even when accounting for tariffs, the toy maker expects flattish performance from the broader industry this year, with trading cards and building blocks leading the way. Company's licensing business, he added, is one of its biggest margin drivers and will not be affected by tariffs. Because they're going to have to eat the cost, the partners. So let's talk about the partnerships here. So again, Toy News International, Hasbro announces new Playing to Win strategy heading into 2025. And what does that actually mean? So here is the flow chart. Play, focus, partner, scaled. 3 businesses: games, IP, and toys. Toys at the bottom of the list. 5 strategic building blocks: profitable franchises. Everyone plays. Aging it up. Again, they're going for the man children, what they call them, the kidults, because kids don't actually want toys anymore. They don't. Digital and direct, and partner scaled. 1,000 partners, including their competition. These are companies that they were competing fiercely with for years. Playmates, too. And now they're just like, oh, yeah, we're going to partner with Mattel. We're going to partner with Playmates, right? So this is, play and partnerships. Profitable franchises, asserting the fundamentals of profitable play-focused brands. Aging up, increasing the play and collectible appeal for fans over 13 and across Hasbro's brands. Everyone plays. Expanding reach and opportunity areas, including girls and emerging markets. Well, they outsourced My Little Pony to Basic Fun, and they're only making the vintage ponies right now. Digital and direct, building video games, services, and e-commerce capabilities. Partner scaling, driving profitable reach through outstanding retail and licensing partnerships. Here are the key takeaways that stood out to, again, this is a toynewsy.com. Key takeaways and the things we cover, they stated a solid growth with Transformers, but they also noted they had a 12% decline in consumer products with Star Wars and Nerf being called out specifically. Yes, there's a metric ton of Star Wars crap sitting at Ollie's. And there's some sitting at Walmart too, $25 for a vintage figure. It's ridiculous. Nobody's buying these. Chris Cox said that while their Nerf brand is solid overall, he feels the Nerf business model needs to be reinvented. Oh boy. They expect toy sales to be flat in 2025, With proposed tariffs playing a big part in that, they said they saw an uptick at point of sale on Captain America-based products after the release of Brave New World. Interestingly enough, they do refer to Sam Wilson as Captain America on the packaging. They did not do a Miles Morales with him because I've seen the figures, and I was kind of like, they're not going to Miles Morales him. No, Sam Wilson is Captain America on the packaging too. They said they expect to see entertainment brands drive toy sales up in 2026 and 2027. They didn't give specifics. They said that Magic the Gathering and Marvel will be the main driving force for that. Marvel, I wouldn't count on, but we'll see. When it comes to toys, building blocks and trading cards are the main drivers of growth. Licensing will continue to be a major part of Hasbro's growth strategy, and they touted their licensing business has grown by 60%. This includes toys, video games, and more. They talked about seeing things like interactive theme parks and hotels based on their brands. Again, Hasbro does not want to make toys. They're transitioning into an IP rights holder, kind of like Embracer Group, I think, and they're gonna do video games and hold the rights to and hold your favorite brands hostage, basically. But in some ways, it might be better if a third party came in and made the toys, because they might actually make the toys the way that at least collectors want them. Right? They seem to understand the collector market better, I think, than Hasbro does. But they said, yeah, they're going to do a collaboration between Play-Doh and Barbie. So I expect more of that. They're probably going to do more with, like He-Man and something else. I mean, you got He-Man and Turtles, and that's Playmates, but I could totally see them mashing it up. They talked about getting back to expanding more girl-oriented products and focusing on more cheaper toys that will be in the $10 to $20 range. Have you seen the $20 Transformers? They're basically like knockoff quality. So they're going to make even cheaper toys. Okay, good luck with that. I don't think it means prices for things like Marvel Legends will go down, but they will be increasing more in the way of the kid-oriented toys, which they're not that great. Right? Like back in our day, the kid-oriented toys were the collector toys. It was all the same thing. We frankly had better stuff than what they're making now. Stuff was built a lot better back then. Video games are going to play a major role in their growth, touting both in-house games and games they license out to other partners. Apparently, they're going to do a joint publishing effort with Saber Interactive, who does Warhammer 40K. They didn't specifically say what brand the game will be based on, but they said something about G.I. Joe. Magic is another big player in Hasbro's growth strategy with new entertainment collaborations with Legendary. Yeah, they're apparently going to do a series or a movie or something. New crossover games with Final Fantasy and Marvel. Magic is basically the trading card version of Fortnite at this point. It really is. It's just all like IP and whatever. Things not mentioned at all in this call was anything about Hasbro moving their headquarters to Boston. Well, that's already happening, I think. So I am sure what is on many collectors' minds is if Hasbro is getting out of the toy making business, I would say not altogether. It will definitely continue to move forward toward licensing business model, which has been pretty clear stated by Hasbro over the last couple of years. Based on what I heard, I don't see them getting out of the toy making business altogether anytime soon. Not super soon, but it's going to be by degrees. They're going to test. This is just my opinion. I think they're going to test the waters with Power Rangers because they made a big announcement that Playmates was going to take over Power Rangers. If that goes well, I could see them just outsourcing more action figures to Playmates. I could see them outsourcing Marvel, especially to Playmates. If Mattel, maybe they'll work with on Star Wars because Mattel was already doing Star Wars stuff. But Star Wars is in such a bad place right now. Who the hell would even want that IP? I mean, seriously, who would want to make more Star Wars crap based on Disney Plus crap that's just going to rot on the shelves for years? So we'll see. So here's their transformation initiatives: modernize our IT, accounting, finance, and HR processes, improve predictability, costs, and service across the supply chain, improve time to market and cost through agile, empowered design, build Hasbro's capacity to innovate and go to market digitally. Again, there's no overhead. There's no physical if you're selling digital stuff. So we'll see what happens. I just feel like Hasbro's given up on toys, and it's not going to be an overnight thing, guys. I mean, it's going to take them how long to wind down a business that they've built up over 100 years? Like Hasbro's been around for 100 years. And, remember, they didn't start out as a toy manufacturer. I think they made like tools or paint or something originally before they got into toys. But it does really feel like we're reaching the end of the line for them making stuff. I mean, we're going to have Hasbro branded toys. They're just not going to come from Hasbro themselves. That's my opinion. That's probably going to happen within I'd say the next like 5 years. I think they'll just kind of replace or take each line away from Hasbro and give it to a licensor or licensee, as they have success, if they have success, and they'll kind of go from there. So I'm trying to think with Transformers, the only thing they could really do at that point is probably like just let Takara, and I think they kind of already are, just kind of do a pass through and just be like, yeah, we'll just sell your Takara stuff to collectors over here, but we're not going to bother. Because they tried doing kid lines and they suck. They all wind up rotting on the shelves, right? Earthspark and Transformers 1 and Rise of the Beasts, all the cheap looking kid stuff. Like, the money maker for Transformers is the collector line. And I think they know that. And that's Takara. Marvel Legends, I don't know what the hell I'm even looking at here, but there we go. So yeah, it just feels like Hasbro's given up to me. But it is going to take a while. It's going to take a while. So we'll see what happens. I mean, the shareholders seem to like this plan, right? They're like, oh my God, you're going to, get rid of all your overhead and just print money. Yeah, we love that plan. So I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.